Dodgers, and they score!
Hello, everybody. Oh, man, am I happy to be in this seat right now. Been sidelined for way too long. I am the voice, Greg Murano, and you are watching Sports Talk with me. We are back. We are here on Sunday mornings at 8 a.m. We will be every Sunday morning at 8 a.m. We're going to have some regular guests in the first half of the normal show, and I'm going to do some kind of a Sunday spotlight in the second half, so it'll be a little bit different. Which is not set up for today, but we do have 4 guests that are very active this fall and all year round with us sports-wise, and hopefully they'll be on every week or as many as possible. And hopefully today's going to be a great show. I am just so excited for football and for fall sports in general. It is crazy. I'm going tomorrow to see the little guys play in Stonington. Little guys, Pee-wees, some of them aren't so little. But they've been doing great as well. So Jay is one of the guests we have coming on, Jay Bradford of
XC Media Design.
XC Media Design. He's going to be doing the Pee-wee review for us. He is heavily involved down there. And that being said, we're just waiting for one of our guests to pop up, and we'll bring him on and we'll leave him a surprise for everybody.
Okay, I was just gonna say who is
okay.
Who is coming up today?
Who is coming up today? Well, the football team had their first scrimmage last night against an opponent, first time against an opponent, and we have head coach Ronnie Spazzato coming on. Soccer team, I do believe, is still in the preseason, and they're working out everything, and head coach Angelo Luzzi will be coming on again weekly, hopefully, for both. I think they said yes. We have Jay Bradford coming on for Pee-wee Update, which they start tomorrow versus Stonington. And we have, who was the last guest?
Brent Fazzaro.
Brent Fazzaro will be a regular guest. He is the broadcaster, the on-field broadcaster for the Bulldogs, and he is also the boys varsity basketball head coach. He's heavily involved in the fall, and he'll be joining us as well. Maybe one of our shows can be from his truck, which I don't know the name of that either. But
whose truck?
Brent's.
Oh, Revive Coffee.
Revive Coffee. There we go. A little plug for him. So he'll be on, and hopefully it'll be a good show.
Yeah, well, love all of our time over at Revive Coffee, and we've had a bunch of time at Revive this year, so that has been always a lot of fun. I'm too close. There we go. I'm way too close to myself. I don't need to see that much Ben in the morning. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. Well, this is all. I'm in the dark here with how I look.
Good.
That's great.
Good.
Don't worry about me.
No.
I had no anxiety coming up into this show, folks. I thought today was Saturday and the show was tomorrow, but fortunately, Laura, my best friend, well, I don't know what I would do without her. I really don't. I could function, but saved me at the last moment. Give me time to get ready and come on. I actually got excited because this is the real start.
Yeah.
This is the real return.
Yeah. How do you feel?
I feel great. I feel
Good.
absolutely great. Honest to God, I feel like
good. We're going to do a little test stream later this afternoon with Pee-wee football with our brand new camera operator is going down to Pee-wee football. You guys won't see it, but I will. If it turns out well, I'll put it up. But you know, we talked about this. 1:00 today, Pee-wee game. Caleb's going to go down there and film his first game, and we're going to not air it so that we can, get all of the pieces together, get all of the clunkiness out of the way for Tuesday, because high school sports start on Tuesday with Charahoe soccer on Tuesday. And I do love that I didn't even mean to do this. This is just the most comfortable hat that I own. But I love that we're representing 2 different schools this morning.
Absolutely. Well,
of course, 100% of our guests are Westerly on the show, but
which wasn't highly advertised, so I'm not expecting big numbers here today. But the consistency you're going to see out of it will, and it'll grow.
Absolutely.
I'm watching him set up on this.
Don't watch
crazy
me.
equipment.
Don't watch me, Seth. What do you think of the new studio?
It's insane. It's awesome. I'd love to get some guests to come in live when they can. Obviously, with the technology that you have at hand, it's a lot easier. And these are very busy people we have. The 4 guests today are very, very busy people. Hey, there we go. Yeah. You can't see the stain on my shorts. That being said, do we have anyone in the?
No, we don't have anybody. We don't have anybody here yet.
Right. Well, they'll be here.
So
it's first come, first serve today because I neglected to give anyone exact times.
There you go.
So so I think we're just gonna kind of.
Let me see if I can hold on. My camera is attached to the monitor that I just turned around for you. So let me.
I don't need to see me. I know that I don't.
Well, no, but you're gonna need to see the guests. The one piece that we're missing is above your head over there. Is going to be a big, like 60-inch TV.
That's a big.
So, and there's a big. Have you seen the TV in the other room yet? Oh my God. Okay, hold on a second. I have to navigate this.
So this is first exposure to the show. Is just kind of working things out. No one's played yet either, obviously, so there's not a lot there that I can give you. And my first interview with the coach is this is the first interaction with Coach Spazzato, but he is fantastic all year long. He helps out great, gives any info I want, and I also have an in with the star quarterback's father, so that's pretty good too. That's the big one, to be honest with you. Anyway, that being said, I don't have any opinions on any of the teams because I've missed so much time, so much, and there's so much change in football players now in the course of a year because they don't just stop playing football anymore. They play at least one other season,
right?
At least that, and I know that I'll be doing the Outlaws when they come to town. I'm going to do them this spring. I was unfortunately unable to last spring. But that team just filled with a lot of young Westerly guys just getting more exposure, more time on the field. And this is a big. I'll tell you right now, they got a lot of talent coming through. So there's some big years coming through. And state championships on their mind. I don't want to give much of what I'm going to give in the first real show or the first game per se, to be honest with you.
Mm-hmm.
So I'm not going to give them much of my research or whatever. But I mean, if you look, I'm looking at the next 60 years, but 2 more down there, then 4, 6 years. That's when the last superstar that I've seen yet graduates. No names needed yet, but they do have that kind of elite talent coming through. The Providence Journal obviously agrees. They ranked. I will throw this out there. Westerly 5 in the state. And that would be number 1 in Division 2 because there's 4 teams in Division 1, and those were the 1 through 4. So Providence Journal, in essence, by saying that, has chosen the Bulldogs as the state champion. They actually did.
Projo chose the Bulldogs.
Westerly number 1 in Division 2.
Okay.
Yeah, they haven't given up preseason player of the year yet, but we obviously have a contender. I voted a bunch of times. I just kept clearing the cash and going back in.
Have you now this weekend on Friday the Bulldogs open up their season in Scituate, Massachusetts.
If you choose to attend.
Scituate, Massachusetts. Now Ron has asked if we could cover the game and I'm working on it. The team bus leaves at 2:30 in the afternoon for a 7:00 game because it's 2 hours away. And I don't know that we are going to be able to get a camera up there. I would love to if we are able to. I just don't know that that's possible. To get somebody willing to travel that far and that's talented enough at camera work to do it. There's only like 1 or 2 options, maybe 3 options to have somebody do it.
Can we bug in on, does Mass have a Mass?
There's no NFHS.
NFHS,
There's no NFH. If there was an NFHS camera up there, then I would just do a radio version of the game, and we would call it and do a watch along. But actually, Greg,
What?
go. I think you can actually just stand up and go out to that door right there, and look across the hall.
Holy shit. Oh boy, I shouldn't say that.
You can say holy shit on the show.
I'm live.
Would you?
That's nice. Love to watch a game on that, boy.
So yeah,
That's like cinema style.
Yes. So this afternoon, you will be sitting there watching the Pee Wee game.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Nice.
Yeah. I don't know if you're aware of that.
Well, I knew I was doing it, and I didn't know there.
Yeah. So this afternoon, you'll be sitting out there watching the Pee Wee's game with the headset on, calling the game from sitting on the couch in front of an 80-inch TV. Which is like a foot away from your face.
I know.
You cannot be more. It's like watching the game on a movie screen. Like you cannot possibly be more in the game. It's one of those things where we got it, and I was finishing Breaking Bad, so I stayed late in the office a couple nights to finish watching Breaking Bad on that TV. And it's one of those things like when you're sitting front row in a movie theater where you can't look at the whole screen at the same time. So I'm like, what's happening over here? Like,
so,
that was nice.
Is there a table in front of where I sit at all?
No, we got one though. We can drag one over there. But yeah, that's well, okay, hold on. No. Wait, let's talk about this. Because I know that I gave you an iPad 2 years ago so that you hold on. I gave you an iPad 2 years ago so that you wouldn't have this issue. And then you gave me back that iPad because you got your own. And we've never switched you to digital. You're still printing out 75,000 things every day?
Yeah, both. I use both. I print out a lot though. The highest plan that HP has 300 pages a month.
Oh my god.
Yeah, I got some digital stuff too going on.
300 pages a month is the highest plan that they have?
Well, unless you go to business plans.
Wow. That's not even a ream of paper a month, though.
It's not bad. It's all football. I get like 100 of them for football.
Yeah.
It's early in the year. It's more, and I could make it less by laminating stuff, which is simple. But like I said, I'm sloppy. Sometimes during the game, I grab the wrong markers and use the permanent instead of the. So I actually bought sheets of thick dry erase board. So I put those down here and there because I write notes and I just scribble them down. And the less time you look down, the better the call.
Yeah,
that's my only problem with the tablet is I have to look at it and I really got to focus and touch it. And that keeps me out of whatever the heck is going on in front of me.
Greg, I'm super anal right now with the new office, and I don't know why, but see the white charger in the back? Can you just move that to the other side of the table? Just put it on the other side of the table so nobody can see it. Thank you. I'm like, that looks sloppy as hell back there. Thanks, buddy.
No problem.
So we're waiting still for some alleged guests.
Yeah, I don't know what's going on.
That will be here.
I really contacted them all this morning.
I believe you.
Did
so
they not get to. I wonder if they.
Anyway, so guys, this is Sports Talk with the voice, Greg Murano. The voice is back. You can catch him. I do not think that we will end up being able to cover the Scituate Bulldogs game on Friday night. I'm still going to try, but if anybody wants to be the advertiser for that game specifically, so I can just throw a truckload of money at a camera person, then maybe we can make that happen. But otherwise, the first football game back will be September 12th, as the Bulldogs face. I don't know. Who do the Bulldogs face on the 12th? Johnston?
Or I don't know.
Hold on. Let me.
No one's even looked at the link text.
Well, you can't tell if people look at a group text. If you sent a group text.
Okay.
September 12th, Westerly versus RHAM.
Yeah, that's another team out of I think Connecticut. I think it's one of those charter schools.
Oh, Jordan Husero said Ram. Thank you, Jordan.
Yeah, they're really, really good.
Yeah.
They won their championship like 3 or 4 years or something. It might be a little excessive, but they're good, as from what I've told.
And
I like Ronnie's style. He chooses a tough schedule. He challenges his team. There's games on the schedule that if they lose, they'll more than likely still gain points from the game just because of the quality of the opponent. And you got to understand, if you lose to a really good team, every time or
every win every time they win, you get a point.
You get a point, exactly.
Yeah.
And every time you win, you get more clearly. But so you once you beat a team, once you want your opponents to do well when they're not playing you.
And as a point of that, this year the rivalry game that generally opens the season of Westerly versus Cherahoe, I'm pointing to our two hats right now, is not taking place for that very reason, right? It's not beneficial.
Killed Westerly last year.
It's not beneficial for the Bulldogs to play the Chargers, and obviously that's a game that everybody wishes was still happening, including the Bulldogs.
It could happen again.
And it could happen again, including the Bulldogs. And so Coach Samaggio was in here yesterday for Sports Open Mic, and we were all talking about it. And I said, listen, I'll tell Ronnie when he's in here today. But tell your boys on the Chargers, right, that our goal this year for Cherahoe, I'm wearing the Cherahoe hat, so I'll just say I'm a Chargers. I'm a Charger right now. Your goal is to win as many games as possible this year. Get better and better and better. Make Westerly want to play you. Make Westerly so that they have to play you. And then when you do, shove it up their ass. That's got to be the goal for Cherahoe at this point, right? Like, if you're insulted by the fact that it's actually against their best interest to play you right now, then the only thing to do is to get better, demand that the game come back
right now,
and then beat their ass,
right now,
which is going to be very hard because it's very young and etc. But you got to give people something to work for. You know what I mean?
You got to get in the hallways and Coach Miranda did it. Coach Dunbar did it. Get in the hallways and actually talk to kids that are just big or look athletic or play other sports. You got to hunt them down because right now they're suffering from low numbers on the field, and Wesley is too, actually, but not nearly to the same extent. And you got to focus,
and it won't be that way for terribly long.
The
Cowboys have a great program, and there's going to be a lot of kids coming up from the Cowboys.
It ebbs and flows. Wesley's got down. This high that they're on right now, and they've been on the Final Four or better almost, God knows, 8 out of 9 years, 7 out of 9 years. They just couldn't jump St. Ray's, and the realignment did Wesley a lot of good, I think, and got rid of St. Ray's, and I do believe got rid of someone else, or Barrington or something. Anyway, 2 good teams left, and Wesley was left teetering and was able to stay.
Yeah.
Now we have 2 years with a superstar quarterback. Literally, Wesley hasn't had a quarterback that's been as highly touted, and rightly so. I've seen him play. I've seen him practice. And they got 2 more years. So there's 2 years is quite important. Now, that being said, following that, another good quarterback is coming through. That's what I mean by you guys that I've seen so far go through PBs. You got about 6 more years. But these next 2 are big. They really are big, big years. There's going to be people at some of these games that aren't at normal Wesley games.
Yeah.
And I think that
the other thing for the Bulldogs that makes it so special is, a quarterback, and we've seen this time and time again with NFL greats and et cetera. A quarterback is only as good as its weapons, and you're talking about a team that has Danny Cummings, Caleb Williams, Calvin Hill, Jake Karen.
they're skilled players.
Yeah, those 4 receivers.
I thought Caleb was gone.
Yeah, all 4 of those receivers that I just mentioned could be the number 1 receiver on any team.
Caleb's gonna have a season and a half. I found out yesterday. I read it and I was like, wait a minute, I'm putting the wrong roster. And then I realized I remembered, and I was like, oh my god. So yeah, I mean, there's 2 questions. I think Coach Spazzato is going to answer without me even having to ask. I've talked to, 3 coaches, and I've talked to numerous people and that are close to him. And the first 6 people all said the only question is, can the line keep him upright?
Yeah.
Can they hold for 3 seconds? And I looked at him, I said, 3 seconds? I said, 4 is like the low end of an average. You got to understand it. It's not on. He can step back on a quick 3-step and fire, no problem. But you got to allow your routes to develop.
Right.
So these guys got to have that 4-second mark in their head, and they got to be able to.
To be fair, though, I think that Danny Cummings can be halfway down the field in 3 seconds.
It's very true. I don't disagree with his speed.
I think Jake Karen can catch in traffic nearly anywhere.
Well, and Hughes Rowe's good in the pocket. He can step up through and buy a second. So he can buy a second. So now I'm asking you to block for 3 seconds.
Yep.
So there you go. You can do it.
And with Chubb, with Calvin Hill III, you got he's been one of the best linebackers in the state since his freshman year. He was top 4 in the that Sports Illustrated poll, with everybody else as one of the best freshmen in the state as a linebacker. And then you put him at tight end, and it's like, who the hell's going to bring him down? You know what I mean? You just give him the ball, and who's going to bring him down?
He's gonna have a phenomenal season. Their defense is well. I mean, I don't know. I didn't get a chance to see much of their pass defense. I went to their first practice or whatever, but their defense is going to be phenomenal. Their front, I say their front 8. That's what everyone used to call it, but it's not really their front 8 for the Bulldogs. They run like a 2-4.
What about
5,
what about their running game?
That's the other question. Nobody knows. Calvin Hill's, I would guess, get the most carries, but I do know from when I say it from a good source, I mean it's true. They're going to use a multi-running back system.
Running back by committee?
Yeah, those are the words I was told. 3 running backs were named. Primary running back being Calvin Hill, literally, obviously. I mean, not. That's why you just surprised me. You said tight end.
He was the tight end for the last 2 years.
Yeah, I think he's going to carry the ball a lot more this year. Though.
Okay.
I mean, why wouldn't you? He's just a monster.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like, he's a beast.
He's fantastic.
He's a beast. He's a good athlete, and I'm smart if you give him the ball.
Is Sam back?
I could be totally wrong about that, but
is Farrell back?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. The people that handle the ball, there's no question. They have the talent, the best talent to win the state. South Kingstown graduated a bulk of their talent, so they were the big contender last year. Did they win the Super Bowl in the end?
I think so, yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. I mean, that's the big question for me, and of course that comes back to the line even more so sometimes in the passing game, is if you don't have any sort of a run game, then you're one-dimensional. And if you're one-dimensional, then they can, sit on things and rush. And, if you know it's going to be a pass every down, then that can be an issue. And yeah, so, but I mean, that's why, that's why Coach Spazzato is testing their mettle immediately against some of the best teams in other states. The Situate, the Sailors, went 14-0 last year in Massachusetts.
This has to be the Mass team.
Yeah.
Sailors,
Yeah, so the Sailors won. They went 14-0 last year.
Yeah, they're pretty good. Also.
Yeah. And then
we're gonna
and then Ram, like you just said, is a charter school in Connecticut, something like that. Another phenomenal school. So
yeah, they're real good. So we are gonna get 2 guests simultaneously from Revive Coffee.
Oh, they're live at Revive?
They're live at Revive. They'll be live at Revive momentarily.
Okay.
And that'll be Coach Luzzy, the boys soccer coach, and the boys basketball.
I was gonna say it'd be very funny if you didn't say Coach Fazzaro as one of the people live from Revive. We have people live from Revive. It's not gonna be Coach Fazzaro though.
No, and I think Coach Luzzy, if he's going to do boys, however it works out, he's the announcer on the court in the games. Whatever games he's not doing here, he does live on the court at the gym.
I haven't spoken to Ange in a while. I love him. I haven't spoken to him in a while. We'll see what he's available for.
Yeah,
but I mean, one of the busiest.
He's the president of the soccer league too.
Yeah, one of the busiest guys. But I know that he loves. He's not afraid of a microphone. Is how I'll put that. He's not afraid of a microphone. So I know anytime we need Coach Luzzy, if he's available, he'll come down and do it for us. So love Coach Luzzy, love Coach Fazzaro.
All of them, Coach Fazzaro. They're just I don't know, whatever
yep.
Coaches don't. I didn't say.
Coach Spazzato, Ronnie co-hosted Sports Report with Sal for the entire spring and summer on Saturday mornings, which was fantastic.
He's the president of the softball league, president of the state traveling tournament in the softball league.
I hear that he's going to be president of the United States soon, Ronnie.
It's incredible how many things how many things he's got in the oven at a time. And
he wears a lot of hats.
Yeah, and football's not a easy task.
I'm gonna keep wearing this Charahoe hat because it's the most comfortable hat that I've ever owned, and also I am a Charger, class of 05 baby. So I'm gonna keep wearing this Charahoe hat until somebody gives me a Bulldogs hat that's as comfortable as this one. And I'm happy to pay for it.
My hats are.
I know your hats are custom.
Yeah, you guys wear those.
I'm happy to wear a Bulldogs hat. I'm happy to buy a Bulldogs hat. It's just got to be as comfortable as this, because this is literally the most comfortable hat that I've ever worn.
See, it's got weird material. It'd be tough to duplicate. Probably a company got to go to the logo.
Oh yeah, I looked up the company, and I started to make the custom hat for a 3-2-1 hat, just because I like the black hats, because the black hats go with everything. And with this, I'm like, I can't wear it if I'm wearing blue, if I'm wearing like anything other than black, basically.
Blue gel handcuffs you too.
Yeah. But the so I'm looking for a black and white 3-2-1 hat like this, but I went and I looked at this, and to get this hat, which obviously it's a sports team hat, right? Meant for the sports teams. You have to get 50 of them as a minimum order. And they're like $50 each, and and it was going to take 6 weeks, and I was like, I don't even know if I'm going to want a hat in 6 weeks.
And I know 49 other people that want one. All right, so I don't know. They're gonna.
Where are you at, guys? We'll go to a quick break, and we'll be right back. Hopefully with them.
D&V Mechanical specializes in the installation, maintenance, and servicing of Mitsubishi ductless mini-split heat pump systems. We are certified by Mitsubishi as Diamond Elite Contractors and factory trained and up to date on the proper procedure of the installation and service of Mitsubishi ductless heating and air conditioning ductless heat pumps. We assist with the paperwork to reduce much of the stress-related documentation required to get the state rebates and federal tax incentives. We are not a jack-of-all-trades, master-of-nothing company. We are masters of ductless heat pumps. It's what we do, and it's what we know.
What's going on, everybody? It's Patrick down here at the Wireless Zone at Dunn's Corners at 224 Post Road, and everybody down here is getting the brand new iPhone 16. We have it here in stock. The best part is right now, if you trade in your old phone, you get it for free. We got deals all weekend, awesome savings. Come on down and see us, 224 Post Road, Dunn's Corners, Verizon Wireless Zone. We'll see you soon.
Hi, this is Dan from Lathrop Insurance. In this challenging insurance environment, Lathrop Insurance can be your beacon in the storm to help you find the coverage you need at the right price. Now, more than ever, you need a partner in the insurance industry that can work with multiple carriers to make sure you have the right coverage at the right price. Lathrop Insurance carries home, auto, and business insurance and can be reached at 401-596-2525. We've been supporting the local community since 1939, and we look forward to working with you.
Experience local excellence with Roof Right Roofing in Charlestown, Rhode Island. With over 40 years of unmatched expertise, Roof Right specializes in architectural shingles and holds the prestigious title of GAF Master Elite Installers. Known for their commitment to the community and support for local initiatives, Roof Right is your trusted partner for all of your home's roofing needs. Call today for a free estimate at 401-212-4140.
Waffle pop, sweet shot, flavor so fine. Golden crisp waffles, fresh every time. Smiles that greet you, service with pride. Come for the treat, stay for the vibe. Waffle pop, sweet shot, flavor so fine. Golden crisp waffles, fresh every time. Smiles that greet you, service with pride. Come for the treat, stay for the vibe.
Make your house a home using quality paints and stains. Achieve long-lasting color and beauty with premium products from Benjamin Moore, available only at locally owned stores like ours. Elevate your home interior with Aura, Regal Select, and Ben Paint, or give your exteriors protection from the weather with Element Guard and new Woodlux exterior stains. No matter what you choose, we know you'll see the love. Visit us today to get started on your next project. Westerly Paints, 85 Franklin Street in Westerly, or call 401-596-8333 and visit westerlypaints.com.
Moving doesn't have to be stressful. Whether it's across town or just across the hall, no job is too big or too small for Easy Does It Moving and More. Sean and his team put people first, making your move safe, smooth, and stress-free from start to finish. For a move made simple, go with the name that says it all. Easy Does It Moving and More. Call us today at 401-545-6078 or go to easydoesitmoving.com.
Hi, I'm Chris Kozłowski, owner of Broadview Florist and Garden Center in Dunn's Corners. For over 40 years, our family-owned business has been your go-to destination for beautiful, custom-made floral arrangements. Whether it's a special event or just to brighten up your day, we create highest quality designs tailored just for you. Trust Broadview Florists to make every moment unforgettable. Visit us today or give us a call at 401-322-0390.
Let's all go to the beach. I wanna go to the beach. Cold weather sucks, let's get some relief. I'm telling you it's well within our reach. Take me to the beach today.
Live where others only vacation. Just steps away from the surf, sun, and sand of Weekapaug and Mesquamaket Beach, this spacious 3-bedroom, 3-bath home offers 2,800 square feet of coastal charm, perfect for year-round living or your ultimate summer escape. Whether you're hosting friends or soaking up the quiet, this home brings together luxury and location. Call Nancy at Oceanfront Homes today to schedule your private showing. Welcome back. Welcome back, Greg. Welcome back. At some point we will have nope, not Ronnie. We will have Coach Luzzy and Coach Fazaro.
And normally, folks, we're going to have these guys on the first half of the show, and I'm going to do some kind of a Sunday spotlight, and it's going to be a little off the wall. Could be families, and I'm going to try to get some families in, some brother-sister combos, just some different things, and their experiences. And hopefully I can get some guests on as well, former players, coaches. I know I definitely want to propose it to Coach Reed. I would love for him to come on. That's my number one goal. I'd like to have Ken come on as well.
Yep.
He's gonna be doing some football games with me.
By the way, careful in that chair because I put it together.
Oh, it's fantastic. It's turning out. Yeah, my legs don't stop moving. So there will be more to the show. This is just kind of like a baseline dry run of it, and it's a good thing because none of my guests have shown up. I had them all set up at the beginning of the week, but I never gave anyone times.
Yeah.
That's always.
8 to 9, 8 a.m., 8 a.m., 8:30.
To whenever.
Yeah. Just come on in. So, what are you looking forward to?
Well,
How many Pee Wee games are there right now? How many home Pee Wee games?
Only 4.
There's only 4 home weeks for Pee Wee? Because this is not a home week for the Bulldogs Pee Wee, but it's in Stonington. So
you're gonna get a call like you would get for the high school team today.
Yeah.
From me. I don't know if you guys have any plans for Pee Wee. That's a different ball game because I'm calling those games live.
Yeah, at the field. Yeah.
So you're not gonna get any.
When is the Gravy Bowl?
That's no longer because they played twice during the regular season this year. And,
so they're not playing the Gravy Bowl because they're playing twice? I thought the Gravy Bowl would have been in November, and this was just the first meeting.
That's what I thought. I was just told. That's what I was told.
Well, paging Jay Bradbird. Jason?
My phone's not working. I don't know.
Jason?
Bill's paid. Oh, Patrick.
Jason? Hold on. I'm just going to call Jay. Oh, I should call him from the office phone because he doesn't have this number yet. I'm just going to call Jay.
He's probably watching.
Oh. I don't need the headphones. I can hear you. Actually, the first Pee Wee game today is at 11. He's probably at the field already.
Oh, yeah. It's a good place. He's there.
Yeah.
About it. Yeah.
Jay, this is riveting television right now. Jay, it's Ben. Where the hell are you, my friend? How are we supposed to give people a Pee Wee update if our Pee Wee reporter doesn't call us back?
He's going to say, nobody's contacted me.
That was Jay Bradbird, everybody.
So the first game, I was told the the kids had to be there at 10. So, yeah, 11 something, right? So what time are we doing it?
1 o'clock. We're just doing the middle game. And that's based on Caleb's schedule. So, Caleb, we're not doing all 3 games.
Oh.
We're not doing all 3 games. Nobody's going to see it unless it's really good, and then we'll do it. But this is just for us. This is internally for us to practice everything. I haven't produced a football game in a year. You haven't called a football game in a year. Caleb's never done a football game with our setup.
Us doing the game together is needed
Yeah.
I don't think it's like a
No, they're
option.
test.
Yeah,
It's a test.
Yeah, just because. Plus, I'm finicky, man. Like, and I have certain things that have to happen.
Yeah.
So it's perfect time.
Yeah. Now, it's at Stonington, which is why you're not going to be there in person.
Yeah.
Because
You're right. You
yeah.
there?
Yeah, you're going to be over there.
Definitely need a table for that one.
No, that's this afternoon. You're not going to need a table.
No.
September 12th in person. You'll be in person. Yeah.
I'll be in person.
For September 12th, yes, at Westerly.
Is that Wesley?
Yeah, Westerly doesn't play at Stonington this year. Thanksgiving's at home, baby.
Yeah, but don't they play away? Oh, yeah, right. So 12th will be the second week.
Yeah. Should we go through the Bulldog schedule right now?
You know what? I printed it out, but I didn't look at it.
All right. Westerly Bulldog schedule, according to Max Preps. They are playing Situate at 7 p.m. on Friday. And then they're playing Ram on the
It doesn't let up.
12th. And then they're playing East Providence at East Providence on the 19th.
Portsmouth.
At Portsmouth on the 26th. Then they are back home against Woonsocket. The Woonsocket games are always fun for me.
And then bang, right back up to Central.
And then back up to Central at Moses Brown.
That's the only game that you can literally mark it. Well, you shouldn't do it to any game, but I'll mark as a win. Every other game can go that you've mentioned so far can go either way.
And then at home, they have a stretch at home: Burrillville, West Warwick, and then Stonington. And obviously, hopefully, in between West Warwick and Stonington will be the playoffs.
And I'll tell you what, those three teams were all playoff teams last year.
Yep.
West Warwick ended our season. This Rodney's schedule doesn't let up. They're going to have to play good football to get through. Obviously, the know-hows and the Providence Journals to think that the pros outweigh the cons. I think they're a team that I know they're going to have a great run defense. They're going to have a great passing game. I don't know anything else.
Yeah.
I think maybe their pass defense is great. I just don't know. I can't even speculate. Their line is the biggest question. I've gotten the same response from everybody. What's the question mark? The line. Can they keep them up? And because there's been a lot of replacements, and which is good for the future because there's a lot of young linemen. But like I said, the future's here. The future's now for Westerly. This is a clump of years that you can contend with some really, really good athletes that play a lot of football, that have played together for a long time. So the town's really excited. They're anticipating just that, good results. Well, Ronnie didn't sit back and make a schedule that his team goes 10-1 and looks phenomenal. But
hasn't faced anybody.
So few points, they ain't faced anybody, and they're knocked out immediately.
Yeah,
that won't be the case. This will be if they get through the schedule. I'll tell you right now, they're tried and true. They've been tested.
I'm going to tell you right now, looking at this schedule, the 19th at East Providence, we will not be covering. Does East Providence have NFHS? There's a chance that if the places have NFHS, we might have you do like audio of it. But the 19th, Charahoe and Stonington both have home football games, so we will probably be covering those home football games for those two schools.
I do think for some stupid reason East Providence doesn't have it.
I also think that they don't have it. The 26th, we have Prout volleyball and Stonington High School girls soccer that day. That's at Portsmouth, which has a watch button on it, so that does have NFHS. The 26th, we'll probably do an audio only version of the game for you guys. Woonsocket's at home, Central. On October 10th. Let me look at October 10th here. October 10th, we will probably do an audio only version of the game for you guys.
I just want to do the games. I don't care if they're audio or whatever.
I know. Moses Brown on the 18th. Let me look at the 18th. We'll probably do. Yeah, August 18th is a Saturday. We'll probably do an audio only version of that game for you guys. We will have EWG Prout football that day against Hope High School. And then let's see, and then the rest of the games are home. So East Providence probably will not cover that game, but the rest of them we should be. I believe East Providence does their own stream, so no NFHS. Well, if they have their own stream, then we'll leave that up to Greg as to whether or not he wants to do the audio only version of that game. Greg, what are you doing? You're on your phone.
No one's getting my texts, Ronnie. No one. They're going through, but they're not being read.
Is it a group text?
Oh yeah, you told me that.
If it's a group text, you can't tell if they're read or not. And also, not everybody has read receipts, bro.
What the heck is that?
A read receipt? When it says read at 8:51 a.m.
Goes blue.
Can you tell when I've read one of your texts?
Yeah, first there's a circle check mark for delivery, circle check mark for receipt, and then they turn blue when you read them.
I don't think that's
It's true. Samsung Galaxies, that's how they run. I've had them my whole life.
But some people have EPSD.
Maybe they hit receipt then.
Yeah, if you don't have hold on, let me check up EPSD on YouTube. Hold on. All right, I'm here. Live streams. East Providence.
Their high school is magnificent. It's massive. It's like 100 yards long itself.
They're already scheduled too. So upcoming East Providence High School versus Westerly High School varsity football. Yep. So let me pull up. I remember grabbing one of their basketball. Coach Fazzaro had a buzzer beater there a couple years ago. All right, so let's see what this looks like. By the way, thank you, Jordan.
And we ask you to please rise and remove your hat as we honor our country and the playing of our national anthem.
Are there announcers? There are no announcers. Go.
You can't just run over.
We will cover the we will cover the September 19th football game. Let me call East Providence tomorrow morning, and we'll get that covered. Thanks, Jordan. Cool. All right. So
I'm in.
Yeah.
That's great.
Yeah, we'll cover that.
I'll do every game.
I know you would do every game.
Yeah,
I know you would do every game.
Football is definitely neat. And it's more we can do, the better.
Yeah. That'll be a game, and they have the scoreboard on the bottom and stuff. So that's a game that we don't even need to necessarily. We'll figure that out. The 19th, we'll figure that out. One thing that I want to stress to everybody this year is we're covering 4 schools to start the year. We're covering 4 schools to start the year. Last year, we were covering 2 schools to start the year. Now we're up to 4. The Facebook page that a lot of people watch things on only will allow us to go live once at a time. So if there's a game, that you expect to be on, go to our YouTube page, 321 Media on YouTube. All of the games will be there. It's also the best viewing experience because you can watch it on your TV. You can watch it on your TV. You can watch it on your smart TV. You can watch it on any device that you have, and it's fantastic. So I would highly recommend watching everything on YouTube. On 321 on YouTube, you can subscribe and you'll get a notification every time we are live, which I'm sorry is a lot. And also, if you miss any games, they are all right there in the tabs in the playlists. So make sure that you check that out. All right. Are you ready, sir? We have our first official guests.
Good morning. What's up?
Not much, brother. Enjoying your coffee?
We're back. Yeah, I'm live at Revive Coffee.
There you go.
Hold on, let me put the bug up. There we go.
Yeah, put the bug up. Come down, Revive Coffee over on Route 3 in Ashaway. Coach Pizarro's red bus here. It's a great time. Good company, great coffee. Just a good place to be for your local sports talk.
How long you guys stay down there?
Oh man, this has been like we've been religiously coming. Myself, Zeke Arnold, Sarah, a bunch of us have come down.
I think
and
Zeke lives there now.
Yeah. So we come down, and John Fazaro. It's great. You just talk sports, everything. They talk softball, they talk soccer. It's awesome. We talk basketball, obviously, with Coach Pizarro being here. But honestly, it's just about the family art. It's just family oriented. Coach Luppy's here. Another coach just came down for a coffee, so we just obviously being friends as well. It's just cool. It's a great vibe down here. So come on down, get a coffee.
So what do they have? What's his time down there? When's he around?
Oh, I mean, we try to get here. They open at 8, so we're usually the 8 to 10 crew. We're kind of like the same time your radio show. So I could be live from Revive a lot when I'm calling in. But yeah, it's a good time. We come down here and we just talk about everything, sports, life.
When's he open? Like, what are his hours?
So Brent, I believe going forward is going to be open on the weekends until it gets a little too cold. I think this weekend they're open from 8 to 1, and then you can come on the weekend. I believe it's Saturday and Sunday, and Revive should be here from 8 to 1 until they turn the corner on the weather, and then from there they'll shut down for the season, and then open back up in the spring. So all sorts of great stuff. They change the menu all the time, different coffees, just supporting a local business. So us coaches got to stick together. You know how it is. It's like a fraternity.
So now you're back.
We're back.
You've begun. How are things going so far?
I'll tell you what. We got through 2 weeks of the preseason. They weren't easy. Again, morning sessions were with Diane Massera, Coach Massera, the assistant lacrosse coach. She donates her time, and those boys. I posted on my my Instagram reel for Westerly Soccer, and hill runs and running in the park. You name it. We're doing resistance, agility, all sorts of things to get these guys ready. We actually did a round robin, and we did our injury fund game already. It's great. I'm telling you, the vibe is intense. It's an intense vibe. From graduation day, June 19th, we had our first practice, and the leaders on the team, Bob Datson, Luigi Marchioni, they said, we are practicing Thursdays. We are at the track Sundays. We're going to get together and we're going to kick around Tuesday nights. And they just have, talking 20 to 25 kids 3 times a week. It's just a different vibe. And the expectations are higher. I mean, we have a very deep junior class of 8 or 9 guys, Liam Jacobson, Adrian Gincarelli, Judah Shackner, Noah Roy, Tyler Falcone. We got a bunch of guys now that they've had varsity time, and now like they're ready to take it to the next level. They've grown. They've got a lot faster. Sophomore Caleb Martin on the scene. New goalie. Obviously, it's impossible to replace an all-state goalie in Chase Wycall, but we have Asa Mayo, who came on the scene and has stepped up in the offseason. Told me he had some interest, and I'll never say no to a 6'2" athlete like Asa Mayo. And He's played, he's played in youth. So, he's getting into the swing of things, and, we've thrown him right into the fire, and it's a learning process. I'm so proud of him. The
Oh, yeah,
guys
I'm
have
good
rallied
friends with his
around him.
father.
Yeah. And, if you know his family, they're very business oriented, no nonsense. So excuses aren't going to work for Crit and the family. But we are, he's a sophomore. He's 6'2". It's just experience.
Yeah.
There'll be times where we're like, oh my God, what a save. And other times it's like, all right, let's work on that. So
Yeah.
really excited to have Asa. And I think it's important, the
Well, what
boys are
year
just,
is he? You said.
he's a sophomore.
All right, good.
Yeah, we have a freshman goalie that came in too, Nick Arnold, who they've been competing with each other all preseason. But it's not even it's awesome. It's competition, but yet like a brotherhood. So we got a secure back line. We have Owen Folbert, another junior who played last year on the outside mid, who's moving into the center back role. Freshman John Orlando on the scene, who surprised everybody. I mean, this kid is like the Energizer Bunny. He just keeps going and going. So, I mean, so much to be excited about. But really, the intensity. The coaches came in, and every year you learn as a coach. And this year now, my third season. So a lot of these guys have only played for me. Luigi Marchioni, first guy, my rookie year coaching, came in and started. So like now he's the guy, and now we our culture falls in line with you know the way it's going to be, which is intensity every day. We're not taking
That's fantastic.
99%. That's not
Yeah.
the bulldog way.
Now, how I know you haven't probably picked captains yet.
No,
So,
we did
you did?
actually. Yeah, we did.
Who's the captains?
Yeah, so this year, we have two captains, senior captains. Luigi Marchioni, again, he's just our leader. He's our leader. He leads by example. He holds himself accountable, and he holds himself to the highest standard. And then, he expects that from his team as well. And then Bob Dotson, Bobby Dotson, what a story. Technically gifted, just so good on and off the ball. We spoke about regret last year. That was my big message to the team at the beginning of the year. You don't want to leave the game regretting it. You don't want to leave your last game on the field and regret that you could have did something or put more time in the offseason. And Bobby took that to heart. The kid lost about 25 pounds. He's in the best shape of his life. I mean, he really took it and said, you know what, this is my time. And it's incredible. And he just, he told me, he's like, Coach, I don't want to have any regrets. He's like, so I'm going to give it everything I have my senior year. And if you see him on the field, some people don't even recognize him. It's incredible. He got a little taller too. And just the way he can move and get by people now. And he took it to heart. And I think it's awesome. And that's what we're building. We gotta be, families keep it real with each other. And we told them at the end of last year, like, hey, you're off season. There's nobody who can hit a ball harder than you, place the ball harder than you, pass the ball, but we need to work on our strength and our agility and our speed. And he took that and he played year round. 6 or 7 of the guys now are playing year round, which you can see the big difference. And that's what we need. We need everybody to be all in. We're a family. We have to have commitment from the youth level too. I'm plugging my youth league. Wesley
Yeah,
Youth Soccer
I
kicks
was gonna
off.
just go to that.
Yep. Next weekend, we kick off the Wesley Youth Soccer League. We have about 270 kids. We grew from last year. We have 3 more competitive teams. And, my job as the president of that league is to get every child on a soccer team, get every child to have a sense of, belonging on a team and just grow. And we keep growing. And I love what we're doing there. My team I'm lucky to have such a great team. Frank Alessio, Tristan Pennell, Ashley Thomas, and Brittany Gachon. I mean, they're the team that, like, they're the heartbeat, and I'm just the guy that's out here vocalizing it to everybody. So, next weekend, it's just awesome. 4 or 5 year olds all the way to, we have 14, 15 year olds,
Yeah,
and
just said 15, right? Yeah.
we're building. Yeah, we build. And, we get about 10% of those
270.
kids come out for competitive teams. So we're getting back to where it was back in the day where we have, U10, U11, but we have 1 or 2 teams now. So we're really growing the program. I'm really excited about the female side of the house. I mean, we've got, my daughter's team now in 6th grade. And, to hear that 10 of them tried out, 10 of them made it. Their coach was pretty cool, I thought. But I had some of them since they were 4 years old, and the amount of work we put in, we won a couple of championships along the way, and to get that 4 of them run over to me yesterday, just give me a big hug. Coach, I made the team. I told them, in typical Coach Luzzy fashion, well, you really haven't done anything yet. I said, and I'm proud of you. I go, but now this is when you take what we've learned in terms of leadership and hard work, and you now build the culture of what you want going forward and into high school. So just awesome things happening on the soccer front, and I'm fired up for the season as always. I mean, we our home openers Wednesday night. Algeria Field. What's better than that? We host Pilgrim, and I'm just ready to go. There's a sense of intensity on this team. These guys all have like an itch to scratch. They're not backing down from anybody. And honestly, we felt a little disrespect. We've seen some stuff out there in the Providence Journal and all that other stuff. Not even kind of mentioning us. And like, you know what? That's right where I want to be. We'll see. We'll see you when we see you. But don't worry, because soon enough you're going to see what I see every day. And I don't listen to any outside noise, but I know what I have in house, and I know the family we have. We played a injury fund the other day against South Kingstown, a top 4 D1 team, and first half they kind of got on us. We were just catching our grips. They put in 2 or 3, and honestly, the vibe at the half was, hey, there wasn't negativity. It was all right. Let's do this. Like, we know what we can do. Let's keep it simple. And we went out there and we played them to a tie in the second half. And to me, you could easily fold. You could easily get, wallop 6-7-0. They have 4 all-state people. Not my boys. That wasn't happening. And we played them to a 0-0 tie with some opportunities. And I thought that was awesome. That was good for Asa to get a little confidence. It was great for back 4 to be like, all right, like we can do this against teams that are great. So it's just going to come down to starting quick, playing hard, and not quitting. And we're pretty semi deep. We had a couple of preseason injuries, nothing scary, thank goodness. But we'll have 3 or 4 guys coming off the bench to give us some quality minutes, and we're able to mix and match some guys. We have Caleb Martin, who can play in the center mid when Bob needs a break. We got Kyle Myers came back to give us some reprieve at forward. I mean, so I'm just excited. You know me, Greg.
Oh God, yeah.
It's that time of year. It came so fast. Like, I tell everybody, like, I was blessed to take a trip to see some family in Italy with my mom right towards the end of August, and the next day, 7 a.m. we're at double session. So it was like I wanted the trip to come. I left August 1st, but then I'm like, oh, then summer's over. But then it's like, we're starting, baby, and then that fire comes in. I always have to say it's crazy because like it takes a village, and honestly, like my wife, one of a kind, and I won't even explain to you what our schedule looks like outside of varsity soccer with me coaching youth teams, my daughter in AAU, the little ones in rec, dance. But you know what? Like, that's what inspires me, man. That's what I love. I love to be able to say, I can't come over on Saturday. My son has a game. My daughter has dance. That's to me, you can't put a price on that. And I recalibrated when I went to Italy because I saw the sacrifices our grandparents made to take a trip here and the houses they lived in, and it grounds you, man. It grounds you and makes you really appreciate everything. So when you think you have it bad, my mother always says, there's always someone who has it worse. So count your blessings, whether good or bad,
Amen. Coach, you were just Coach, you were just mentioning your schedule.
I'm sorry. Is that a C on your hat?
That is a C on my hat.
Cool.
You want me to wear hey, listen, get me a hat that's as comfortable as this.
I watched last week with Coach Fuzz. I know. I'm busting
give me a hat that's half as comfortable as this, and I'll wear it.
All right.
I used to nag the coaches every sport I did for a hat every year, and I had 13 hats, different Wesley hats, but
it's all in good fun.
Yeah,
all in good fun.
Starting my collection again.
So, Coach, you were just mentioning your crazy schedule earlier in the show. Greg mentioned you as a commentator, and I was like, listen, this is not. I was like, Luzzy shows up when Luzzy wants to show up because he's got 95 kids at home. They all play sports.
I got the green light though for wintertime. I got the green light, so I'm
he's excited. In charge. He's in charge of a ton of different stuff. Like we'll have him when he's around.
I love it, man. Anytime I can get on.
yeah, when you're around, you're always welcome. But
Yeah, thank you.
it's a
So fun. So
you know,
fun.
it is what it is. We have a ginormous amount of games to call throughout all of the sports this year.
Mm,
We're starting the school year with 4 schools,
that's
and
awesome, man.
I would bet money that we end it with at least double that.
Wow.
So we're gonna so we can always use some help calling
Oh,
calling games.
I don't mind. Spring is tough, but winter for me, that's my time where I'm free. I love calling those basketball games. I mean, it's awesome. So yeah, anything I can do to help, man. 3-2-1 is the exposure you guys give is great, and your building, which is awesome, and the shows and everything you have during the week and business breakfasts, and it's just awesome, man. It's just great.
Thanks, man, and thank you for stepping up. Last winter, you and Greg started the winter together,
Yeah,
doing basketball, and then Greg's tooth decided to explode during a game.
yeah, man. Who we
Um,
got it though, man. Teamwork makes the dream work, right?
There
So
you go.
next man up, next man up.
that thing was like he was like, "Hey, I think I'm fine." I was like, "FaceTime me," and his cheek was out to here. I was
Next
like,
man up.
you're going home, buddy."
Next man up. It was good. It was a good
And
time. Glad everything's well,
either
man.
way, though, even if you're calling the games with us, I was just saying before that, I was like, you call games either way, because when you're not with us, you're live on the court, aren't you? In the
Yeah,
gym.
so it really just depends. Now this year's a whole different ball game, and I'm sure Ben and I will touch base probably in about a month and start game planning and with you and seeing what
No, I don't mean that. I mean, do you call some games? I've heard you. I think from in the gym.
Sometimes I have whatever
Well,
anybody needs. If Jamie
I was
Ben
going to say, I just
needs
thought
something,
so.
I'm there. If Coach Pizarro has his opening night, I'm the MC. Honestly, like Mike Reyes, neighbor and great friend. Anything they need, I feel like we should help each other. And just like me, when I need someone to do PA, Coach Brent's like, hey, let me know what
Yeah,
time the game is.
that's
I'll
what he
get
did.
there. But
Right.
that's just how we roll. Same thing with Coach Ron and Laurel and Coach Love. Everybody. We just it's just it's a good vibe with the coaches, I
Yeah,
feel.
absolutely.
So
Big year for coming up for Miss Author senior season.
yeah, volleyball is going to be great.
Of the year.
Volleyball is going to be great. They got a great freshman class came in. They have Ella, they have Gemma Fazaro, who's been playing year round now. I mean, you know, it's just awesome. You picked a sport. I mean, even in football, look at Caleb Williams, a senior now, and uh, Dane. Obviously, you have Landon. I mean, it's just like you picked a sport. You got dogs in every sport, and
Yeah.
I feel like
More
it's just
coming
so
too. There's more coming too.
yeah. And
You see it
honestly,
in your soccer league. I see it in football at the lower levels.
yeah.
These athletes aren't done yet. I'll tell you that. There's a good run of them.
You got to keep building those youth systems. I know people don't take it too serious, but again, you see, baseball. The baseball league. I got to go down. A couple of my kids were in the. I call them my kids. They're not my kids, but a couple of my players were in the rec championship, and I was right down there cheering them on. It was cool to watch. I think they were in majors or something, or yeah, majors this year or something, and it was cool. Today at 11 o'clock, the micros play in Stonington, so 3 of my youth players, Austin, Dylan, and Brock, are playing. So they're going to get a little surprise. Coach is going to be on the sideline rooting them on. Uh, you got to be that way. Even my boys at the varsity level, Liam and Tyler, they play basketball. I'm sorry, Liam, they play baseball. So I go catch some of their games. And basketball, everyone knows I'm at every game. So, like, it's just the way it's got to be. You got to be all in, man. You got to be all in. If not, it's not worth doing unless you're going to do it the right way.
Check.
That's how I feel. I don't know if you're gonna get Coach Pizarro here, man. There's some serious lines here today.
He's working hard. That's all right.
Yeah.
All right. You guys, a good time with you.
I told him. I said we'll try to free up some time together. And the more and more, I was like, I better call in because I don't know. They're cranking here, but it just goes to show you how great the coffee is. So
That's good.
make sure you
Yeah,
come down.
absolutely. Yeah.
So yeah, excited to get going. Excited. What about you, Greg? I know you got to be fired up, man.
Oh,
Fall
yeah.
season.
I've
This
been
is when you get football season, you get the itch.
Oh boy, do I ever! Yeah, absolutely, I'm ready to go now. I've had too much time laid up, but it was a good summer. It was productive. Everything's good.
Good.
Moving forward.
Hey, That's all you can ask for, man. Fall's great. Listen to you on, make the call for the football games is awesome because, sometimes we have games that are the same night and we can't get to it. So when you go, watch it back and you hear, some of the Gregisms, voiceisms, I call them, it's awesome. It's cool. So you guys,
Yeah.
you guys bring the passion and the fire for us to, I remember after I think it was the middle school championship last year. I got a phone call the next morning. I think it was from Jerry off, and he's like, they literally just played a clip in front of all the ADs of you losing your mind when Sophie Gwaltney hit a three, and you calling it a 3-point party, and Sophie Gwaltney's inviting all of you, and but that's the passion you have, and like that's what makes it fun. You're like you get so into it, you get so invested, and now even for me, the transition is my daughter's now in middle school. She can play for the 6th grade team if she makes it, and now like here we go. Not only am I doing the book for them, but now it's like, man, your vested interest is, your daughter's there, and it's just, the circle of life. So it's cool. I'm excited. All of our coaches, the time they put in the off season, it's crazy.
Crazy.
Coach Pizarro's got workouts every day, and he's got kids there 7 o'clock, committed, a day in the weight room. I mean, his commitment in the off, people don't see it. It's what they don't see that you appreciate. Coach Pizarro and I are very close, and we bounce ideas off each other, leadership ideas, different ideas for fundraisers, all sorts of stuff. I used something he provided me this year. It was like a leadership questionnaire, and we just try to bounce off each other. And I think, that's what's important. And you got to want the best for each other. Like I want him to win every game, just like he wants me to win every game.
Yeah.
So just a family vibe all around.
That's fantastic. That just gets me more excited for fall sports. I don't know.
Sure.
What do you think, Ben?
I love it.
He's walking by me right now. He's coming over in a minute. He's got a little half and half in his hand, and, and he's running in and out. So it's
Brent, can I get a chai delivered to Westerly, please?
Yeah, I think you might be able to. I don't know. I think we got to get this going with the Uber Eats or whatever.
Yeah,
But
absolutely.
the coffee. Hey, Coach Ben wants a chai. So look at him. I'm not lying to you. He's running around. Look at him.
Coach, I'll take an iced chai delivered to Westerly, please.
So we're having
you got
a
a
good time.
bus? You can drive that bus down Route 3.
Yeah, for sure. Yeah, that's it. Yeah, I'll bring the Yukon. I'll fill it up with coffee for you guys. But yeah, definitely. So just friendly reminder: Wednesday night for all you parents out there that have kids in the youth league. Come on down, come and support us. We actually kick off at 5:30, so it's a reasonable time. And we'd love to see you guys there supporting us. Opening weekend for Wesley Youth Soccer's next weekend on Saturday. You got to come and watch. It's incredible. I'm going to hand the mic over to my good friend Coach Pizarro, so you guys can get some insight on some more football knowledge that Coach provides. So I appreciate you
Thanks,
guys.
Coach. I appreciate
Here he is.
it.
I'm even going to let him use my phone because I'm just such a good guy. All right, Coach. There you go.
What's going on, guys?
How's it going, Coach? Busy working?
Yeah.
Business is good.
Yeah, it was really good actually. We were there's a Dunkin' Donuts down the road, and it's closed for refurbishing. So that is that has upped our numbers a little bit this week. So
take advantage of it. Yeah.
Hey, listen, I'm not complaining. It is what it is.
If opponent gets injured, it's never it's not your
That's
fault.
it. Next man up. We're ready. You like Dunkin'? Revives down the road. We're ready to go. We're ready to roll.
You excited about football?
I'm really excited about football. I love being in the booth. I'm excited that you're going to be back doing the games. I'm excited for Ange's season. I know that he's been talking about his group. It's just a lot of fun being around it. So there's a lot of fall sports that are going to be really, I'm looking forward to volleyball. My daughter plays, and they played the other night in an injury fun game against North Kingstown. So a lot of great fall sports for Westerly that's going to be, in the forefront in the next couple of weeks. I saw your week looks packed. 321 Media looks packed for this week.
Our season's packed.
Yeah. So no, I'm definitely excited. And football, it's gonna be it's gonna be interesting to watch these guys. They.
We're losing you.
His wife was calling.
Oh,
Sorry, Jamie, I hung up on you.
What hey, can you find out what service Luzzy has for his phone carrier?
Why is it no good?
No, it's good.
Oh, it's good.
It's good
All right.
there. Yeah.
I'll find out. I can't. No, it doesn't say on
No, I
the.
won't say it on the thing right now.
Yeah, but So yeah, Greg, you got to be excited for football,
Oh
doing the
God, I'm
games and
excited for
stuff.
all the
You and
sports.
Kenny.
Yep. I can't wait. Like words can't even explain how much I want to get out of my house and do sports. A little time off's good, but man, that was too long for me. I'm
Yeah.
ready to go. I'm excited, but I'm excited for all the sports. I really am. It's just you don't have much to go on at the beginning of the year to talk about other than guesses. Yeah, you can say this year should turn out this way, or this year it's looking like this is going to happen. It's high school; you have no idea how it's going to go. Yeah, I mean, you could end up a D1 state champion. You know what I mean? The heart your team has, they're already out there. According to Coach Luzzy, he said they've been out there. Now, do they play in several leagues? They play year round. I mean,
You're talking about what team?
not yours.
Oh, my guys. We play in the summer. Summer work is just kind of it's just what you have to do. So you put your time in the summer. How I structure it is we would work out a couple days a week as a team in the morning, and I would always have one day a week that I would set aside to do one-on-one workouts. So I'd bring a guy in, and the focus really this year for me was to get shots up. So if your guy was coming in, it's like you're gonna get 150 to 200 shots up in the 45 minutes or hour that you're with me. And that was a big focus to get guys, catching and shooting and working on shooting off the dribble, things like that, things that they're going to have to work on. And that's all that's that process that I talk about. And that's where, you really, if you love coaching, that's what you like to be a part of,
That's a lot
and
of
I
dedication.
had some great guys that really put some time in, really wants, and young guys too. And that's going to be important. So that work ethic, from a young guy standpoint, was really encouraging, to getting some guys in and again, just kind of working at getting better. And that's what these guys have to do. And we had a successful summer league. We ended up winning our summer league, in Narragansett, which was, and it was the best thing about it is whether we won it or not, it really is irrelevant. We got better as the summer went on with very
Yeah.
little practice time together. So I'm happy. Oh my God, I just noticed the live from Revive. So anyway, yeah, I'm real happy with the way things worked out. But I'm really looking forward to getting behind the booth, seeing every home game for Westerly football. I was watching. There is going to be a name. I'll tell you what, man. I saw a couple of the guys come in and watch the volleyball game the other day, and I mean, Calvin Hill's looking real big, like
Oof.
strong.
Yeah.
Like watching the way these guys walked in. One name that I know that they're very excited about, a player that has never played football before, is Kobe Champlin. Kid's a monster. Like,
All
just like these guys are walking in the gym. I'm like, dude, what the hell are these guys doing?
right.
So you could tell that these guys have dedicated themselves to the weight room,
They
and
needed to.
and it's going to show. And that's what you need. You need a couple guys to kind of like step up and just, that Landon's going to be there and Calvin's going to be there, and you got some receivers with Dan Cummings, who's just a freak athlete. Those names for football, I feel like those are the ones I say all the time.
Yeah, I mean,
But
but you got the five pieces in front that don't get the names that
Right.
you have to allow all these other skilled players to succeed. They gotta put them in
Yeah.
position to show
Yeah.
their talents. I mean, Landon can throw 100 touchdown passes, or he can throw 10 and end up with a lot of bruises. You know what I mean? Like, so
Right.
it's gotta go both ways. They gotta be in the gym, and there's it's not a bad insight on the line. It's just a lot of question marks, a lot of new people.
Yeah.
So
Yeah,
and
and that's
they're gonna get better as it goes along as well.
and those guys, like they're like the linemen, they're like the unsung heroes. You know what I mean? Like there's very few linemen like in life that are like very famous. You know,
Yeah.
Jason Kelsey probably the most famous because his after his career and you know he's so charismatic doing podcasts and things like that. But like you know like those are the guys that if you know you have 11 guys out there, if one guy misses an assignment, kind of blows up the whole play. You know, so I think that's going to be something where if they take care of that, a lot of their athleticism is going to be able to be showcased and you know, um, I'm just looking forward to it in a couple weeks. I think right. The first Ram in Connecticut. Is I know that's
Yeah,
the first home
it's
game.
gonna be
Um,
it's a good team. It's gonna be fun.
yeah, some big some big schools in Connecticut. I know they're playing Situate too. Their first
They
trip
were
is
13-0
going
last
to
year.
Massachusetts,
Right.
which is the cool thing about the way Rhode Island Interscholastic has structured the way they do things. You know, you can take a trip and play and challenge yourself and play a team and try to get some points out of that. So looking forward to see what these guys are going to do. You know, some big matchups that are just kind of rematches from last year. You know,
All right, Coach. Thank you so much. I want to have
no
you on
problem.
every week, and live
Yes,
from Revive would be fantastic. We are rushing it a little bit. We gotta have to wrap up.
no problem.
My lack of timing will be fixed, will be corrected. But I
All right,
really appreciate you coming on, and
absolutely.
I might come down and grab a coffee in a little bit. I'm not quite sure yet.
All right, we'll be
Thank
here.
you, Coach.
All right, no problem. Thank you, guys.
Thank you, Coach Leslie.
That was fantastic. Thank you to Coach Leslie and Coach Fazzaro there. And yeah, we got to go because we have to be live for church in 3 minutes.
Well,
So
we don't, but you do.
I don't know. Greg does. Greg needs to be live for church. He's given the sermon today. So, all right, Greg, say your goodbyes. What do you want to say?
See y'all next week. Tell your friends 8-ish in the morning
8 a.m. 8 a.m.
till it
sharp.
ends, which is no real set end time, but we're gonna have player and coach interviews. We're also gonna have family on this year. There's gonna be some fun stuff, some other coaches, ex-coaches, and I got an ex-coach, Mike Garofolo, calling me right now, and I'm gonna go off with him, and that's about the end of it. That proves he's not watching my show.